Hey boys, we're here on the set. What more could you ask for? Hey? Chicken. Got some kick-ass food here, guys. Building the sandwich. You know, you need a little bit of mayonnaise on it. A little more. Put some hot sauce on it. You need hot sauce, right? Hey, this is the king of hot sauce right here, Mr. Hot Sauce. Hey? There. I think we got her built. It's kind of a fun day today. We're getting ready to build some aquatic floating mobiles, which should be interesting. The weather was great. The guys are awesome. And hey, you know what? Stay tuned. You'll see some more interesting shit. What do you figure?
What did you just say?
What did you figure?
Said something else.
No.
How's the sandwich?
You know what? Whoever you got cooking this stuff,
Yeah.
one hell of a cook.
Yeah. That's why we bring him in.
Our set, we get roadkill. Like collect the stuff off, you know.
Well, yeah, we try to avoid as much roadkill here as possible.
No, you got good food here.
My question is, when are we gonna, go start some stuff, start some stuff?
We gotta do stuff. We gotta do it.
All right, when you get back with Robbie, it's a date. We're gonna go down there. We're gonna start a dozer. If we don't get a dozer started by the end of the week, we're failures.
Well, let's get her done.
Let's get her done.
Let's get her goddamn done.
All right.
So, what's the history of the national anthem?
They were just playing it in the store.
You guys don't know the history of your own national. I don't even know the history of ours, but I know the history of theirs.
Do the fast version.
They come upon the fort back in the day. They told them to surrender. They told them to go kiss their ass. So they shot the shit out of the fort for probably all night and all day. And they kept shooting at the flag. They told them to take their flag down and surrender. They told them to kiss their ass. So they figured, we'll teach them a lesson. So they lined all their ships up and started shooting at the fort, at the flag. And they shot all night at the flag. And they could never figure out why the flag didn't fall down. Anyways, the outcome of it, when they went into the fort to find out why the flag didn't fall down, there was approximately probably 50 dead people around the flagpole, holding the flagpole up that had been killed to hold the flag up.
Wow.
And that's why the flag didn't fall down. It's fairly interesting. And their rockets are talking about shooting at the flag, and Sir Dawn's light when the dawn come off the flag was still there. So that's what they're singing about. And I don't know the exact particulars, but there was the guy that made the song was on the boat of the opposition. He was on the boat. And I really don't. I can't remember the whole how it went, but that's the gist of it. They were attacking the fort, and that's what they made the song out of for the national anthem.
I think it's Francis Scott Key.
I think you're right.
Rigby.
Where we're at, I think it could be Rigby.
Rigby sounds right.
Rigby, yeah, there's a big scrapyard there. That's where we're at.
Yeah.
There's stuff there. All kinds of stuff.
There's
Lots of stuff.
We're this red ram right here with the signage on the side. Awesome.
All right. Anyways, what do you think? How is it going to turn out for the rest of the day? You think it's going to be all right, the water challenge? How do you guys feel about that?
Man, so I was tasked by my team. I got a call a minute ago that we went and picked up a bunch of those blue barrels that were in the shop or in the yard, and they wanted me to flip them all upside down and uncap them, flip them upside down, get all the water and stuff out of them, and get them prepared so when they start making whatever they're going to make to make this thing float. I'm kind of out of the loop in that regard. They tell me what to do and I do it.
Well, guys, I can hardly believe this. I was in the rental business for a long time, and it's kind of interesting how we end up with some of the old prehistoric style machines that I used to work on in some really, really super adverse conditions. And I see they plucked a couple up here, and I think they're going to try to hornswoggle me in to take another gander at these things. I want a cheeseburger already. Let's see what else we can find over here that's the matter with these antiquated machines, or should I say just an older units. They're, I think, about 1992s is what they are. What do you figure? I don't know. It's kind of interesting watching it up here without running around.
It really is. And, whoa.
It's all that dark.
Oh, there it goes. It was back. Yeah, we were saying how they kind of have all similar ideas, but they don't really know what each other's book looks like unless they've been peeking.
It's interesting. There's only several different ways you can do things, I guess, but they can find more ways than one that they can do it. I don't know. It's pretty interesting.
Well, sit on.
I know you're partial to jet ski. Well, you like the snowmobile too.
The snowmobile's neat. They all got their positive sides and negative sides, but I'm just really curious if the guys, out of all of them, if Robbie Layton attaches the barrels that he has on there properly, what he's doing, I think he has the winning ticket. If he puts them on right for him to come down, because he's got the most easiest buoyancy the way that he's used it, and he's 4-wheel drive for getting in and out of there. These guys here, the 2-wheel drive, if they have to come out of the pond or even drive into it, when they hit that soft spot, if there's a soft spot there, they may not make it into the water. And that's my biggest concern about all of this, is they're driving in forwards, and if they don't get it far enough in the water, all the propulsion is at the back of the machine, is at the back of the stuff, and if they don't get it in there far enough, they're gonna get stuck before they get in the water far enough to drive the machines, to push them with whatever water propulsion
That's
they
true.
have.
I mean, they do have, how many people on their team? 5, so they could always jump out and push if they need to.
If you're worried, if you're thinking about wondering what I'm talking about, her whomping them, the other guys come over and cut their hay bale strings the other day, and she took her shovel after one of them, so now she's got a designated shovel for the next guy. Hey, it'll be interesting. She's just a bit wild.
He's wild.
Did you see him on the jet ski yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh, he killed it.
I tell you what, I haven't been to one of these things in a while. Amazing torque, man. Yeah. If somebody got a fat ass, it'll pack it, my friends. I haven't ridden a motorcycle in years.
It doesn't show.
I love it. This here, boys, is the Duck Hawk. I tell you, man, this is gonna be cool.
Yeah, it is.
This is, I tell you what,
This makes you love life.
I tell you what,
My life.
it's just, as an aspect, you just don't know what's gonna happen.
Not until about 20 feet farther this way.
Uh-huh. You just don't know.
Nice hoodie, huh?
Oh, it's wonderful.
Get stepped on like
8, 16, 32. Yeah.
You teaching me some secrets, Hans?
They're gonna go so fast that thing's gonna blow right off.
So is it full throttle or what's the acceleration?
Oh, yeah, you open her up and you let her eat. You give her the full onion. You stick your foot in the pipe and you don't let out.
It's not the full onion, it's the big onion.
You give her the full big onion.
8, 16, 100 pounds on the front. And the 16, that's 32, 64, so 6,400 pounds. There's 350 pounds, about 400 pounds of barrels would be blow. Yeah.
Fully submerged.
Yeah. So that's probably about right again, the top buoyancy is about right here on them, right there. And then they'll go to that and they'll just stop for a whole bunch. No, but
What about that fish?
it's gonna fill full of water.
We plan on going up on plane.
Your only problem is sinking the front end of this and going under. Yeah. If that happens, get everybody to ride on the back of them. I like it.
Alex.
If you happen to, hey, if you happen to need a spare barrel,
Dude, I'm happy.
We have another person here? Oh, yeah. Where's Jaime being?
them jet skis will float a bunch too, eh?
Yeah, they got a lot of buoyancy.
I just can't wait to see the levels that floats at. Isn't that the, like with everybody? This equation will come across at some point in your life, and you'll go, no.
Yeah, it's true. It will come up. It's not that I tend to get myself into situations where shit like that comes up.
It's who's gonna turn and who's not gonna turn. Like, it's very interesting. I don't know if it's 5 o'clock.
I think the square body. I mean, I was wrong the last time, but I'm saying
I like it.